Hi, welcome to Disney to Universal. If you're new here, my name is Nicola and today's video is my pin trading haul from Walt Disney World in Orlando. Basically showing you all of the pins that I traded for whilst we were in the parks. I'm going to start out with the magical moments we experienced through pin trading. The first was when we went to Epcot and we had just passed the guest relations area and we'd seen a cast member standing outside under an umbrella. And I was like, oh, we should go and ask him for some advice on pin trading. We all headed over and advised him that we were just brand new to pin trading and we were just starting out, and we got our map and we were looking for the areas and could he give suggestions. And he was such a nice guy. He basically said, oh, you've come to the best person you could have come to. He was like so enthusiastic straight away, and he was showing us on the map. He started circling everything, told us everywhere to go, and he was telling us about there are some new places that will have just popped up that are, so as your passengers check here, there and everywhere. And he then said, what was your favorite types of pins to probably try and collect, things like that, who's our favorite characters. So we answered, and then he says, oh, can you just wait here for a moment, I'm just going to pop away for a second, I just need to grab something. And he went back into guest relations for a few minutes, and then he came back out and he had this pin to give to my daughter, and it is the grand opening of Shanghai Disney Resort pin. It's got these lovely little 3D jewels on it. It's Mickey shaped, it's got Pluto on there. It was a really cool pin to get right at the start of pin trading. And she said right there and then that she was never ever going to trade this pin. This was going to be a pin she was going to keep forever, because it was just so magical for her, for him to do that. So much so we actually put in a cast compliment. But how nice to just give us a free pin to start trading with. And like I say, it was such a cool pin to get. So he gave that to her, but then he also had one for me, and I had told him that I love Cinderella and princesses. He'd actually brought me out a Cinderella pin that I'd actually already had. I didn't say that to him because obviously, bless his heart, he'd made it a magical moment for me as well. So when we went to the next stall, the next pin trading section, I found this one on a board and I was like, oh my goodness, I think that's amazing. I love signs, and this is a beautiful sign. And we were in Epcot. It was totally to do with what we were doing. We were going all around the world showcase pin trading. So this was perfect to swap it for. So I will never ever swap this one. So that was our first magical moment. And it honestly was one of the best magical moments we've ever had. He was so nice. Anyways, the second magical moment was actually from another Disney park guest, and it was in Hollywood Studios, right at the front of the park at one of the pin trading boards there. They had just bought a load of these cup pins, and they had traded one up onto the board, and we were in the queue waiting to go, and my daughter was collecting these. She's seen them put one on there, and we were just like so desperate to hope that the people that were in front of us weren't going to pick it. Luckily they didn't, but after we had got the pin trade off that board and we were stood there, she had actually come back to the board, the girl and the mum, because the daughter had put one of the wrong pins up on the board and was like, oh my goodness, I put the wrong pin on. Do you think I could get it back? And I was like, oh, of course you'd be able to get it back. They'll have no problem with that. And anyways, you would just trade it. It's not a problem. So I was trying to say that to the woman. So she was talking about what they were collecting and trading, asked us what we were, and we had just said that we were collecting these ones. She actually had a duplicate of this, and she gave one to my daughter Elle for free, no trade, just a magical moment. So we were over the moon to get that and to have that experience from not even a cast member, just another guest. Just goes to show how generous people can be, because these pins aren't actually cheap. These were $5 for $30 or so. So and an official pin. So yeah, love that, to have that moment as well. Like I said, my daughter was trying to collect those cups, so she found this Moana one, which was amazing. She found this Tinkerbell one. And she also found the Pinocchio one. So that was really exciting because, you know, we knew how expensive those pins were, and she found 3 and was given 1. So she had 4 just from, you know, that's almost $30 worth of pins there that she'd gotten for free. So she was absolutely buzzing, was obsessed with pin trading and trying to find things. So it was just so much fun. The other one that was an exciting find for my daughter was these princess cakes, which she'd actually bought a set of at the time. She had 2 of them, and she's seen this Snow White version. So we snapped that one up when we could as well. Again, I think it was like $25 or something, or $20 to get, $22 to get 2 of these. So a really good find. I shall show you the rest of my daughters and then move on to mine. This was one of my favourite pins that she got, pin traded for. I had literally just pin traded 2 at this board, and then somebody came and put this one on, and I was like, oh my goodness, I've already done it. I was like, please, I'll grab this one, and she did. She wanted it anyway, so I was really pleased to get this Aurora pin into the collection. This Tiana pin with a little hidden Mickey on. I originally had these. I didn't want to let these ones go, but I was finding ones that I thought were more appropriate for me. So I pin traded this, and then she pin traded for these ones so they weren't lost out of the collection. So that was cute. I love that little magical moment from my daughter. And the same thing happened for this Rapunzel one. So she traded for this once I'd gotten rid of it, so to keep it. And she also loved them for herself as well. So next, she found this baby Minnie. She loved that one. She didn't want to let that one go. Wasn't my cup of tea, but, you know, it's her pins. Next, we got this Shelley May one. Really cute. She got actually a couple of Shelley May, different ones. She really liked collecting, trying to find these pins. And she also found a Duffy one. There was quite a lot of these ones going around. And her last one is this little snowman Pluto, which is adorable. There you go. A little magical moment again for my daughter. She decided to give me her duplicate because she got one of these in the bags that she purchased. So she gave me her duplicate one to start off mine because I thought this was adorable. Loved the colours. A figment one, obviously. I found this really big, what does it say? Creeping It Real, like a Marvel pin. I actually seen these in the outlet, so I think this was probably about $5 or something. So somebody had bought this to pin trade with. Really like these little cocoa flags. Got this Happiness is Haunted Mansion pin. I thought that was fun. I really thought we found some really good pins. This was a really fun one, really old looking. It just looked really vintage. I love like the transportation, ride vehicles, castles. So this one really spoke to me. And this one is actually, it says it's a cast lanyard series. And it was from 2005. I found this Hello Sunshine. This is from the Flower and Garden Festival. This was the 2020 version. One of my favourite pins this is. I traded for this in Animal Kingdom, and it's the Kite Tales. Now, I was really excited to come and watch the Kite Tales show, but then they stopped it before we got there, and I was on the lookout to try and find a Kite Tales pin to buy. They didn't have any Kite Tail pins that you could buy in the shops, and then I seen this one on the board, and I just could not contain my excitement when I seen this. I kind of think I made a little bit of a noise as I was approaching the board and was really wide-eyed and was like, oh my God, I need to trade for that ASAP. Luckily I managed to get it. Yeah, love it. Won't be trading this one ever. So cute. Next up is this little Gus and Jacques pin. Really cute, and it's got a little hidden Mickey there as well in Jacques' hand. Adorable. Anything Cinderella I'm going to try and collect. Then I got a few Little Mermaid series pins. I was on the lookout for collecting all of the sister pins in the shells. I managed to find this one. It says 2 of 5. And I also found this one, which was 5 of 5. Then I found this little mermaid one again, which is Ursula with Flotsam and Jetsam. And there's the back. And the last Little Mermaid one is this Max one with the seashell. And this was from a set, 6 of 6. So like I say, I will always be on the lookout for these kinds of ones to try and collect the rest. I found this one in Epcot. This was cute. And a nice size big pin again. This was from a series that was designed a little while ago. So again, was snapping that one up. Can't remember the artist's name, but it is here. There was a load of items that he brought out. These ones were really fun to find on the Toy Story Midway Mania ride, and they are these 2 Pixar balls with Pixar characters. Obviously, finding Woody there was such a treat. And then you've got this Miguel from Coco as well. So it was definitely picking up both of those, and they were huge pins as well. So I loved that. And I love the Pixar ball. So that is my pin trading haul. I think we did unbelievable for our first trip pin trading. I was over the moon. We bought a few pins as well. We have a few more to trade with, but they were ones that we'd bought. We didn't actually get to pin trade with them yet, so still got more to go. Looking forward to pin trading in future. Again, it is absolutely addictive. Once you start, I don't think you'll ever stop. So much fun, and really makes really good memories. Again, it gives you something else to do that's not just based on, you know, attractions. This is something that you can do walking around and is still super fun. And it's that anticipation of finding real treasure. Just absolute treat to do. I hope you enjoyed. What did you think of the pins? Are there anything that you think is rare that we found, or anything exciting or cool? Because we obviously don't know that much about pins yet. So let me know down in the comments if anything excited you. That's everything for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.